Hey guys, and welcome to another video. I'm going to do some winter backpacking on the Appalachian Trail in Maryland. This is my home stomping grounds. This is actually the first place I ever went backpacking with my buddy Adam several years ago. I've done roughly 600 miles of the trail, original miles, from New Jersey down to middle Virginia roughly. And I'm out for an overnighter in this beautiful snowstorm. We're supposed to get anywhere from 6 to 18 inches. That is going to kind of determine how far I go today, and I'm dealing with a bit of an ankle injury, so that too will determine how far we go. It's beautiful out here already. It's coming down pretty good. We are currently making the climb up to Weaverton Cliffs right now, which is all switchbacks, so it makes it a lot easier. It's a decent climb with a decent view of the Potomac, and you can see Harper's Ferry in the distance. Not on today, but you could on a nice day. There's a sign there, side trail to Weaverton Cliffs. We're gonna go check that out. It's the view here. Obviously, I'm not gonna get too close to the edge. These rocks are really slippery with all the snow. Harper's Ferry is 3 miles south of us right now, and there's the Potomac River. You step over here, maybe you can see the Potomac River a little better. Yeah, there's the Potomac down there. You can see the rapids. Just climbing up out of Weaverton now. The short little descent down to the cliffs. Not very much of a view. I didn't expect one. Did meet a nice guy. Took a picture of him and his dog on the cliffs, the snowy cliffs. So I'm headed up the trail now. Wild berry Skittles, probably my favorite walking snack. Delicious. Right now I'm making the last little bit of climb to get up on top of the ridgeline, and we're coming up on Ed Garvey's shelter here in a little bit, so we'll take a little break there, see if we can check the weather and kind of come up with a plan for the rest of the day, I guess. Up there through the trees is Ed Garvey's shelter. We're gonna go check it out because I may just stay here tonight. There's not much more to see on this stretch. All right, here's the shelter. Let's see if there's any other crazy hiker trash here. Yeah, place to ourselves. Currently trying to find a spot to hang the hammock. The shelter is up on the ridge, but the wind is blowing so hard up there. All the tent sites up there are just really exposed. There's a little bit of a dip wall right here, which you can see. I'm trying to find a spot. This might be decent right here. See if I can hang somewhere out of the wind, because it's cold. All right, I just found a spot. I'm gonna hang between this tree right here and that tree right there. It's kind of tight right here. There's a couple little trees, but I'll make it work. I'm gonna put the tarp up first. That's why I keep it on the outside of my pack, because it's the first thing I put up, and we can set up everything else without being in the snow. I use these prusik knots so I can slide the tarp wherever I want it and adjust it in between the two trees. I use Dutch wear on my suspension for the ridge line, which is a continuous ridge line. Got it up in the snake skins now, so now we're going to deploy it out. Stretch this out. Stretch out my prusiks here. Got 4 MSR groundhog stakes. These are the only stakes I ever use. They are the best stakes in my opinion. I made these self-tensioners for my tarp guy lines. Just out of a little bit of shot cord, and there's another prusik on there so I can adjust it. Pitch this side really straight down because that's where most of the snow is coming from. All right, we got the tarp up, really nice taut pitch. So let's get the hammock set up and some installation going because I'm getting cold. Well, I got it all set up except for the quilts. I'm gonna do that now. Kind of rearrange some other stuff and get set. All right, we got the quilts on. I'm starting to change out some of the wetter clothes into some warmer clothes, dry clothes. Actually propped up the tarp a little bit for a little bit of a porch mode. So I have a little room in here. No snow's coming from this way, so I don't have to worry about that. Plus it gives me a view of the beautiful woods. I'm pretty much all set up here. I've got a sprawl of stuff everywhere here. I'm gonna put on some heavyweight socks, some long johns, my puffy, and some dry gloves, and get warm in the quilts for a few minutes. Maybe make some lunch and see what's going on with the snow. See if I can get a signal and see if we're gonna get 16, 18 inches like they were saying. First things first, these cold, wet, half frozen shoes need to come off. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can see how much snow has piled up off my tarp since I've set up. I'm actually using this little tree to hold my tarp back a little bit. But it's snowing pretty good out there. We're gonna melt down some snow so we can get some more water. But in order to do that, you've got to have a little bit of water first to start with. This is all the water I brought, so we're gonna put a little bit in here. That should be good. I'm gonna make some soup, so let's do that. I'm using my trowel. Sorry if you're disgusted by that. We've got enough water melted down. Now it's just time to get it up to boiling. Put my homemade lid on and give it a few minutes. You can hear the train from here. Massive amounts of snow. Look at all that snow coming off of there. Makes it a lot brighter in here too when you knock it all off. Having to use my water bottle to push some of this snow back because there's so much snow coming off my tarp that it's coming in here and giving me less space. All right, a nice boil. Let's hydrate some soup. Let it sit in there for 5 minutes or so. It's been about 5 minutes, I guess. Let's dig into this soup. Oh, it's so warm. It's gonna be delicious. Oh, yeah. It's good. Super nice to have a warm meal right now. I wish there was an equivalent to this in summertime because on those really hot hikes, it'd be nice to cool off and you really can't pack ice cream out. But this warm soup is doing me good. Oh, the best part, the broth. Ah, oh, it's hot. Cheers. Just finished that soup up. Crushing a little Slim Jim. Give my body some protein to break down. create some more warmth for me for the next few hours until dinner. I'll follow that up with a payday. Look at the size of the flakes that are coming down now. Big, fat snow. A nice little pyramid here at the end of that tie out. And at the end of that tie out, it's icing now. Switched over from that big snow that we had about 10 or 15 minutes ago to now icing. It sounds so much different on the tarp. That's the only reason why I noticed it. I have my GoPro batteries in the foot box of my quilt to keep those warm. Otherwise, I won't be filming at all tomorrow. What's nice is I can plug it in and I can take the power bank and put it down here in between my legs to keep that warm. And I can charge while I watch something on my phone. Kick this side out because with all that slush and ice on the tarp, it was kind of coming in on me and crowding me a little bit. Well, the sun has fallen and so are the temperatures. Still snowing just a little bit. And I think it's supposed to continue for probably another 4 or 5 hours. I'm gonna cook up some dinner here in a few minutes and then I'm gonna go hang my food back at the shelter's bear pole so I don't have to throw a line over a tree and deal with all that stuff. Time to melt some more snow. I need water for dinner and all I brought was this one bottle full with me, so while our snow is melting, I'll show you the ice. Listen to that. That's ice. This whole tarp is just a big sheet of ice. Oh, it's funny. Gonna have the classic Packet Gourmet Texas State Fair chili. Oh yeah, my favorite. It's gonna be good on a cold night like this. There we go. Good to go. Okay. Stir this up nice. Gonna zip it up. Most of that air out of there. I'm just gonna wedge it in between a couple Ziploc bags in my food bag. And I'm gonna close it up. We'll wait like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. I gave the chili a stir just a minute ago and it's almost done. I got another 5-7 minutes to go. Oops. Well, my headlamp just died on me. My micro USB cable is not in my backpacking kit. It's in my car camping kit. So now I have no headlamp for the rest of the night. My little Yuko light saved the day. I forgot I threw it in my pack at the last second. I'm currently post-holing right now in the dark, trying to find the bear pole. It's like 200 feet from where I stealth camped. There it is, there it is. Bear bags hung. Let's get back to camp. I'm freezing. Well, my headlamp died, like I said, back there, and I don't have the charging cable, but I put it in my sleeping bag with me and it warmed up, gave the battery a little bit more life, so hopefully I can find camp here. I want to show you guys before I get back in. This is just one big piece of ice. Look, it's cracking right there. Well, good morning. That was one hell of a storm last night. Got down to 17 degrees. All that stuff hanging off the end of my tarp. That's just ice sheets. And I just kicked the tarp out from how it was because the wind actually started coming from this direction about 10 o'clock at night. So it was coming from that direction. That's why I set up in this camp. But then it completely switched. So I had to batten down the hatches on this side. And that's why I've got this huge pile of snow right here, because all that stuff was coming off my tarp. Same thing on this side. Oh God. Same thing on this side. Use my trekking pole to keep it away from me because it started closing in on me pretty good when it was full of a huge ice sheet at about 10, 11 o'clock at night. It was just all ice, one big sheet of ice, the whole tarp. It was kind of crazy. Oatmeal, some boiling water here. The top to my koozie, also doubles as the bottom for my bowl. A little hot chocolate. Let this sit in the snow for a second. It is really hot. I can finally see sunshine hitting the trees just down from my feet. I got probably another half an hour before it hits me. I just put a couple plastic bags on my feet over my heavy duty socks. I'm gonna walk out here in the snow and show you camp. This is the ice I was telling you about, hanging off the end of my tarp. All right, walk up here. These are my steps from last night when I went to go hang the food and get it this morning. Go catch the sun rising. Oh yeah. Look at that. Gorgeous. All right, let's go all the way down to the shelter in these things. The hell with it. Goodness. Oh. There it is. There's the winter view from Ed Garvey Shelter. So we're gonna head back to camp, start packing up some stuff, hang out for just a little bit longer before I post hole my way out of here. There's a look at camp. See, I was kind of using all this as a windbreak last night, even though about 10 o'clock, like I said, the wind started coming from that way. So I had to pitch my tarp lower on that side. Woo! About to fall down. And you can see how much snow is built up on it, and this is just probably ice. Yeah, sheets of ice. All right, let me get warm. Boy, I tell you what, I'm not looking forward to putting these ice blocks on. My goodness, those things are gonna be cold, and my pad, a little frozen to the ground, but that's to keep my feet warm when I'm just sitting here, so they're not right up against the snow. I've had this pad for, I bet, 10 years. Got Tyvek tape holding it together. This tape's probably been on here for 4 years. Okay, let's get into some hiking clothes, get packed up, and hit the trail. Out of my face. Get away. Clothes are done. All right, let's put the frame to this pack in. Start building it back up so we can break camp and hike out of here. All right. I'm trying to wait as long as I can to put my shoes on because they're gonna make my feet so freaking cold. So I'm trying to do everything I can before I do that. So right now, I'm putting some plastic bags on my feet. And I'm just gonna wear my big heavy duty expedition socks out because I think they'll fit in my trail runners even with these bags on them. Bags actually probably help them slide in a little easier. I'm just gonna tie these on. Hopefully these will keep my feet dry because I'm gonna be post holing on my way out of here. And it's gonna be cold. Let's see if I can get in there. I should have unlaced them last night. All right, one down. Oh yeah, another nice stiff one to go. Yeah, it's misery. All right, let's break this camp as fast as possible because I'm cold. That's frozen too. Well, these are my snake skins. Completely frozen solid. And that's my Dutch hook. Can't even get my whoopee out, it's frozen. Come on. Whew. My toes are frozen. And I mean frozen. We are getting there slowly. All we got left is this frozen beast. Let's get her down. Oh, my stakes are under here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Give me that, give me that, give me that steak. I sit here and run in place to get some blood down to my toes. They are frozen right now. Whew. All right. Oh, these snake skins. Oh yeah. These big chunks of ice over here. I'm actually smacking them off my hands. Start using the trekking pole here. My hands cold. I don't want to get my last pair of gloves wet, because I want to be able to wear them while I'm walking. Day after the storm, now I get to post hole my way out of here for the last 3 miles. I'm glad I did a short day yesterday. One thing about this is you don't know what you're about to step on. It could be just flat dirt, or it could be a rock right underneath the 8 inches of snow. Been post-holing for about 20 minutes now. I just stopped to take a little break. I'm getting overheated. I don't want to start sweating. It's a lot harder hiking in the snow. It's kind of like walking on the beach. It's just that resistance that you have with every step. The snow is making this very popular Maryland section of the AT seem like it's so remote because you don't see any footprints and there's no people out here. So it just makes you have that illusion that you're out in the middle of wilderness when really there's a major road right over there. So it's nice though. This is another really cool thing about the snow. Seeing all these tracks. And then look at this. There's this little den. There's a little opening to the west through the trees there. All right, snack time. Eat the cheese crackers I didn't finish off last night, granola bar, and the last of my Skittles. We'll start with the cheese crackers. Oh, there's a nice little ridge up there. I think we're gonna go check out that ridge, see if we can get a view. Oh, ooh. Something else came through here. That's a cat. That's a cat print. Look what I just found on top of this ridge. Those are cat prints. Oh yeah, that was worth the climb. All right, so we found some cat tracks and we got to see a little view off trail. That was pretty cool. Having a quick water break after climbing that little hill. Good. Well, looks like we got a limbo bar on the trail. How low can I go? Oh! It's coming up to another view off trail. Oh, it's deep out here. Oh man, there's some snow drifts over here that are deep. There's a bit of a view there. You can actually see the Potomac in the distance. Probably won't show up on camera, but just started making our way down, descending to Weaverton Cliffs. And I'm gonna take you guys down there again because yesterday you couldn't see any view because of the snowstorm. Today you'll be able to see a bunch because it's pretty much a bluebird sky and everything's gonna be snow covered in the valley, so go check it out. I don't know if I said it earlier, but it's been really hard using trekking poles since we got like a 1/4 inch of ice. I've got to like puncture through the ice and then rip it back out with every step I take with them. So what I did was I put a little hook and loop Velcro, attached it to my strap, so that way I don't have to carry them when I'm not using them. It works out pretty good. Well, someone's already been up to see Weaverton this morning. See their trail right here. First time I haven't had to break trail all morning. That's gonna wrap up this winter adventure. It was a cold night, icy, snow, a lot of fun. I'll definitely be putting more of these videos out there, so stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.